Right, we're back. We've got a couple of shows tonight. Was meant to be 3 with JFT and Mr. Liam Tully, but of course, Janabek and Lara was cancelled. We're not going to bother with Lara and Gonzalez for obvious reasons. But we could go on all night about that. We'll talk about what's going to happen, and it's a great main event for the PBC card in San Antonio this Saturday night. WBC Interim Super Lightweight Championship on the line. Isaac Cruz versus Lamont Roach. Roach coming off a controversial draw against Tank Davis. Most of us thought he'd done enough to win that fight. Pitbull Cruz had pretty much every fight he's in entertaining, isn't it? He lost his WBA belt to Valenzuela last year, had that absolute war with Fierro. So, yeah, I think it's a good matchup. You got Lamont Roach, who's pretty slick. Pitbull likes to get stuck in and have a bit of a tear-up. So, yeah, where are you both at with this one? Should be a good main event.
I'll let you go first, Liam.
Yeah, mate, you've just summed it up perfectly. It's a cracking main event. Lamont Roach arguably coming off the back of a career best performance despite not getting the result against Tank last time out. And Pitbull, even when he's beaten, he's entertaining. He has you on the edge of the seat for as long as the fight lasts, whether he's dropping and beating guys inside a distance or being taken the distance himself and ultimately losing. So they both only know one way to fight. I think Lamont Roach is going to want to maybe not leave it in the judges' hands this time. We knew it would be a tough ask for him to get a decision against Tank anyway, and that was how it proved, even though he probably won 9 rounds of the fight, looking back on it. So he's going to come out and want to not leave it in the judges' hands, and Pitbull only knows one way to fight, which is to go for the knockout. So normally when those styles match, the majority of the time you get an entertaining scrap, and that's what I'm hoping we're going to get in this one.
Yeah, I've consistently picked against Cruz when he's been up against sort of slick boxers, and he seems to sort of change his style a bit. I know he's always looking for the knockout, but he's not a bad boxer. His boxing's, not bad. But there's something about Roach for me. I really like his style. Reminds me a little bit of Pernell Whitaker, for anybody old enough to remember him. He's a slick counter-puncher. He's not scared of mixing it a little bit, but he knows his limitations on that, and he'll back straight out. And he's really hard to plant. You can't stick out on him. I mean, Tank tried for 12 rounds and just was chasing shadows pretty much all night, and that fight was never a draw, So for me, I think it'll be the Bull and the Matador type fight, and it's just whether Cruz can trap him long enough to cause any substantial damage. I think he's going to need to hurt him. I think just getting him is not enough. He'll need to hurt him to sort of disorientate him and then unload on him. I think if he just tries to box with him, he'll lose a wide point.
Yeah. I think something to bear in mind, obviously, Cruz has fought Tank as well prior, but he's not the biggest 140. Lamont Roach was WBA super feather champion not long ago, so he moved up to lightweight to fight Tank, and now he's moving up to 140 to fight Isaac Cruz. But I don't think that'll be a factor in this fight. I just think that Lamont Roach is going to be a difficult guy to beat on Saturday night. We know Pitbull, we know what he brings, but Lamont Roach, man, I can't get past how good he looked in that Tank fight. I think maybe he's down at 130 for too long, and I'll kick off where I'm at with the fight. I honestly think that Roach wins it on points. I don't think Pitbull's never been stopped. He's tough as old boots. I don't think there's if there's a stoppage, you'd probably say it'd be Cruz on Lamont Roach. But I think Roach will have enough, and I think he'll, Valenzuela kind of did a number on Pitbull, outboxing him, didn't he? Look, Lamont Roach is very, very good, and for me, underrated. So I think this could be a coming out party for him. I think he wins it on points.
Same. I can see it 1-1-6, 1-1-2, sort of 8-4, something like that. I think, as you said, I think if there's a knockout, I think it'll be early. I think if he catches him early and he doesn't recover, it could potentially stop him. I think Roach is going to be expecting that and will mind his P's and Q's. He's been in there with punchers before. Tank Davis, who historically you would say hits harder than Pitbull. I'm not sure, because I think Pitbull hits really fucking hard. I think the lucky thing for Roach, even though he's a smaller guy himself, is the fact that Cruz is not massive. So I just think that it will be a fairly comfortable night, as comfortable as it can be. I think the fact that he's that good, I think he'll make it look fairly good, and I think we'll see a conclusive unanimous decision victory for him.
Yeah, two things you said, Sam, mate, stand out to me. The fact that you're only as good as your last performance, and Roach was at his career's best against Tank, and Valenzuela blueprint, which fits Lamont Roach down to a T. He likes to box off the back foot, doesn't he, for the first 6 rounds, establish everything through his jab, and then open up more as the fight wears on. And that's a blueprint that's beaten Tank before, and I can see Pitbull before, and can see beating him again on Sunday morning our time. I think it will be points decision, as you both said. If there's going to be a stoppage, it will be Pitbull that gets it probably early in the fight. But you're looking 9 rounds to 3, 8 rounds to 4, aren't you, in Roach's favour? That would be where I'm leaning towards.
Well, I'm laughing now because anybody watching this, we've just picked Pitbull to lose on points 3 times. So whatever will happen on Saturday night, Sunday morning, as Liam said, it won't be a unanimous decision for Lamont Roach. But just get out there. If the 3 of us are on the same wavelength, it's normally bad news. But we all think Lamont Roach will win on points. Get involved. Let us know what you think in the comments. Thanks to Jay and Liam. We'll be back for the co-main very shortly. It's Shaki Foster against Stephen Fulton, which is a very, very good fight for the WBC 130 Championships. We'll see you